Welcome back to the Turn the Music podcast. My name is Kyle. This is episode 15. We're going to discuss another artist this week, Beth Hart. And to do that, we've got CJ. How are you, sir?
Good, good. How about yourself?
I'm good.
Yeah?
No.
No.
I thought we'd try something different this week, which I'm going to throw at you, but a potential new segment.
Uh-oh.
Yes. I'm going to call it Get Off My Lawn with Kyle. And it's where I yell about something for a little while, and you tell me that I'm old, and then we move along. So, what
Well,
do you think?
didn't I say in the first season that you have one complaint a week?
One complaint, but now
And you
I'm
haven't
naming
really
the
used
segment.
any.
I haven't used one in a long time.
Huh?
But now I'm naming the segment. So, Get Off My Lawn with Kyle. So let me ask a question to you and to our viewers. Why in the world do we pay for insurance if we can't use it?
Insurance on what?
Car. In this case.
I'm not saying I understand the question. What I'm saying is I don't get it either.
Okay.
And I worked at an insurance agency for about 6 months. I left because thought it was the worst job ever.
I don't understand. So here's what happened. I was driving down the road, chipping the windshield. Now I drive a Jeep. It's inevitable. It's going to happen like every year. I know it. I get it. I've made it almost 2 years without a chip in the Jeep windshield. Like, it's fine. So I call up my insurance guy. I say, hey, look, I see I can get this repaired for free. He goes, yeah, but. And I was like, oh, geez, what now? He's like, well, you had that claim last year where you ripped the top off your Jeep. He's like, if you do a third one in 3 years, you might have issues shopping around and they might drop you and all this other stuff. It's like, all right, so why do I pay for this if I can't ever use it? And he said, on top of that, he said, honestly, you could probably replace the windshield cheaper than your deductible, so it's not worth it at all. I was like, okay. So
Who do you have?
nationwide.
That's ridiculous.
Yep. So
I have Allstate, and I had to get my my front windshield repaired, completely replaced because the crack just spread.
Yep.
I don't think I paid anything for it, and if I did, it was like
So
20
my
bucks.
coverage is if they can fix it, they will fix it for free. If not, it's your deductible.
That's
Whatever.
weird.
So that's why I'm yelling this week, because insurance is stupid.
That doesn't make any sense. So what's the like? Who cares how many times you use it? That's why you're paying for it.
Right. That's my point. I pay you. When I use it, you charge me more. And if I use it even more, you don't want me to use it anymore. So what's the point?
It's like that meme going around the internet. It's why can't I remember the show? It's with it was the show. So there's Beavis and Butthead, and the creators of that made the other show, and I can't remember it. The show's on top of my head. It's tip of my tongue, top of my head, whatever it's called. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, now I gotta find out. Hold on. Kid's name was Bobby.
McFarren?
No.
I know.
But there's a video of there's a meme going around, and him and the father are in the truck, and he goes, you know what the real problem is? I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember the exact words. You know what the real problem is? He goes, that we have to pay taxes on fireworks to celebrate the day that we stop paying taxes.
That's a good point.
But that's what it feels like with insurance and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yep.
It's just too much. So is
All right.
that it? That's all you got for this week?
Well, I'm only allowed one, remember? So
Yeah, but you haven't used them, so like you maybe accumulated a bunch.
I'm sure I have. I mean, this is episode 15. It's the first one in 15 weeks at least. And
It's
how
the
many did I
first one
use last
season
week?
1.
Yeah. So
I don't think you used any last year.
I don't think I did either.
Wow.
So, all right.
Be interested to see what happens.
Yeah. So tune in next time for Get Off My Lawn with Kyle.
Why? We need to get a better name than Get Off My Lawn.
I like Get Off My Lawn.
But that wasn't a lawn-based thing. I'm just,
Yeah, but get off my lawn just means that you're old. Because
no,
other people
I
yell,
know,
"Get
I
off
get
my
it.
lawn."
I get off. Okay, yeah.
So
Get off my lawn with Kyle.
yeah, yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll stick around. Who knows? What are you listening to this week? Anything good?
Um, I listened to some more classical music as I was doing work.
Mm-hmm.
Hosier. Did I say it
Okay.
right?
Yep.
We listened to that. And then what did I do? Dream Theater.
Cool.
I was doing some work and I was like, I need something that's like fast but not too crazy. And I was like, Dream Theater is perfect because it was keeping me pretty focused for what I was doing and more music than usual. Still listen
Mm,
to my audiobook too, but
okay. What
some
classical stuff you listening to?
at first I was doing that horror stuff where like they put a compilation of like
Horror.
horror compositions that you know are horror-esque. And then Chopin, Dvorak, Rachmaninoff, Rimsky-Korsakov, and then what's the name of the composer? I always forget the name.
Jeff.
Huh?
Jeff.
Jeff. That's it. That's the name. He why can't I remember? I think where is he? I always remember when I see the name, I can like I'm like, oh yeah, that's the guy, but I can never remember his name. Arm wait, no, not that one. Where is it? No, I can't find. Oh, I'm gonna say his last name wrong. It's Aram
Khachaturian.
Khachaturian. Huh?
Aram Khachaturian.
Yeah. I like his
Saber dance.
what is it?
Saber dance.
It's called Masquerade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
I
don't know if
know.
it's the saber. I don't believe it is.
No, it's not. Saber dance is.
Yeah. But I really like the Masquerade. It's got 5 parts to it. It's
Saber
not
dance
long.
is
It's only
this
like a
one.
20-minute. Oh, okay. See, didn't even connect that he wrote that.
Yeah, that's
I totally
Khachaturian.
forgot. Yep.
So that
So
was
yeah,
in
that
Pee Wee Herman.
yes.
Pee Wee Herman movie.
Yeah. I totally like knew who the composers were, didn't even connect the fact that it's the same
Mm-hmm.
person.
Yeah. I don't know
So
much about Khachaturian. That's one of the only things I know about him is he wrote that.
I know that song, that composition. I know the Masquerade that I've been listening to. It came up on something. I'm like, this is beautiful. It's like it's only 20 minutes for the
Mm-hmm.
5 movements, but it's really really pretty.
Nice.
How about
Cool.
yourself?
Corey Wong's been back in the rotation again. Um, a lot of Beth Hart, mostly because of this, episode, but just going through her stuff, it's really good stuff. I listened to her a lot today, and like everyone that came in the building, that came in my room, was like, "Who is this? I need to listen to it more." So
Right.
pretty cool. So,
Well, that's cool that you're getting feedback like that.
yeah, yeah,
I
and
mean,
then the usuals, Mingo Fish Trap and stuff like that. It's the
yeah.
summer stuff, the funk and soul
I
type
think
stuff.
that's what I got to do is I guess I deleted all my playlists because they were all out of whack. My son got a hold of my phone, so he started adding to it. I'll be listening to something, then all of a sudden there'll be some 80s music. I'm like, because that's what he listens to. And that's what I got to do. I got to put my playlist together for the summer. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow.
Okay.
Outside while it's nice out for a little bit.
Any plans for the 4th?
Not really, just because as I was telling you prior, us starting with our son being sick, we really can't go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna stay home. I'm gonna run. There's a new place called oh now I can't remember the name. It's a fish and meat market,
Okay.
and they just opened up. I want to go check it out, so I'm gonna go tomorrow morning, check it out, see if they have anything that I can try. I actually have to clean out my smoker. I still have
Mm-hmm.
not had to do it, a chance to do it. And the times that I have, it's been ridiculously hot.
Yeah.
So I may do that tomorrow, but I may not be able to use it tomorrow. I may want it to dry out. So I
Mm-hmm.
have another little grill I bought that I can put charcoal or baguettes, wood baguettes in. So I'm gonna cook it on there. So
Cool.
just we'll do some hamburgers and hot dogs, some
Nice.
basic stuff. How about yourself?
I think I'm gonna do a beer can chicken this weekend. I just don't know when.
Beer can.
Beer can chickens.
Beer.
And
What? It's like they said, it's beer can or bacon.
so I'm gonna there's a beer I want to try with the beer can chicken. So I'm gonna see if I can find it, and then
What beer?
Leinenkugels makes a peach beer. I want to see how that's gonna pair with chicken.
Lining? Is that the German one?
Yeah.
The Yeah. They make a peach beer?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
So I usually use apple for my beer can chickens,
Right.
but I'm gonna try peach.
Nice. We went from get off my lawn
Mm-hmm.
to turn on the music cooking
Yeah.
section.
Lots of new segments this week.
Is it cake? No,
Will it blend?
I will have left. That's good.
So shall we get to our artist of the week? Not
Yes.
Sabrina Carpenter. How did that come up? Oh, because I typed in Saber and it what I meant Sabrina.
Ah,
Oh man. All right. Beth Hart. Had you heard of Beth Hart before?
not until you introduced me to
Okay.
her, um, because you came across her listening to Joe Bonamassa,
Right.
and
What
then
shocked me when I was going through her stuff, she's got 600,000 followers on Spotify, which is pretty decent. But she's got one song, and I know it was part of. We'll talk about it in a second. Oh no, it wasn't that song. Why is that song so high? This song has 13 million views or listens,
listeners,
and she's got tons that are over millions of listens. Um, a lot of her stuff has got over a million listens, and it's I don't know why she has so many more listeners than other artists that we've talked about, because I think she's just as obscure as the other ones that we talk about. You think about like Bella Fleck and the Flecktones, like she is 5, 6, 7 times more listens than their average stuff. It's crazy how much more she's got.
do you think it's because like she played with Jeff Beck on one album?
Yeah, it could be. I
Like, do
mean,
you think that it's a potentially like who she played with?
yeah, and she was also one of her songs was featured on Beverly Hills 90210, so that's
Right.
potentially part of it.
You have that, and
Um,
it looks like she did music for a show
Off
called
Broadway show about Janis Joplin.
that, and
Yep.
she she wrote a song for Angels from the Realms of Glory. Well,
Hmm.
the name of the song is Angels from the Realms of Glory for Castle for Christmas
Yep.
on Netflix.
So
Like it was
yeah.
a movie, but that was 2021, so I don't know.
Hmm.
That's a good question.
So yeah. So she is older than Joe, born in 1972. So she's 52 at the moment. Started playing the piano at the age of 4. Classically trained at that point, and then started reaching out and playing things from Etta James, Otis Redding, and Led Zeppelin. In fact, she has an entire Led Zeppelin album, which we'll listen to some of this evening. And now that I'm thinking about it, I don't remember putting that album on the playlist. No, it's not.
How dare you?
How dare I? So
How
while we're
dare
listening
you?
to this stuff, I'll put it on. But she's had kind of a messed up life. She's her father was not in her life very much. And the quote from her says, "When I was a kid, my dad left me in a bad way, and what messed me up the most was that he would be in the lives of my other sisters and brothers, but not mine." Um, and then at the age of 22, so that would be 94, she lost her sister to complications of AIDS. Um, so yeah, it's. I mean, she's battled with substance abuse, suffers from bipolar disorder, um, and has been sober for many years, and is now attributing that to religion and transcendental meditation. So
That could be part of the other reason why she's listened to more than the other artists is that she's had these really big, and I'm not saying the other artists didn't have it, but because she may be more outspoken about them.
Mm-hmm.
Where if she's advocating for those who have AIDS, if she's advocating for mental health because of what she went through, because of all that stuff, that may why she's got more of a following and more listeners than the others. Because she's not just up to this obscure artist. She's now somebody who's, speaking up.
Right.
Which is cool. I'm just saying, like, that's the only other thing I could think of.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the second song that we're going to hear from her, LA song, was actually featured on Beverly Hills 90210, which I mentioned earlier. So, just really interesting. And she's got a great voice. She's, like I mentioned, she plays the piano. She plays cello, I think. So multi-instrumentalist. And then I put in one, I'm going to speak now and use English words. She's won a lot of blues awards. Best Contemporary Blues Album, Contemporary Artist, Female Artist of the Year, B.B. King Entertainer of the Year she was nominated for, so Best Live Recording nominated, so a lot of really cool, nominations and awards that she's won for her music, which is really great. So, so you mentioned I found her through Joe Bonamassa. They have played a lot together. They have several albums together. They have toured together. And then she also played with Eric Gales, and Eric Gales has played with her and toured with her. So there's a lot of kind of cross-pollination of the three of them together. So her first album came out in 1996, and this first track is called Am I the One?
I sing these words time and time again to express my life of being your lover and your friend. And there's the clouds, cloud, that high above shed their tears, and I'll embrace you with love from all your fear. Am I the one? Yeah. Am I the one that you love? Am I the one? Hey. Am I the one that you think of? Am I the one?
So you're going to find that her stuff, I think, kind of straddles the line of, and it's not really let's change that. It straddles the gap or the canyon of pop and blues. Like she's got some songs that lean pop and some songs that lean blues. That one is very heavily leaning blues. While this next one that I'm going to play for, this is LA song. This is one that was featured in Beverly Hills 90210. This one definitely leans more towards the pop sound. This is called LA Song.
She hangs around the boulevard. She's a local girl with local scars. She got home late. She drank so hard the bottle ached. And she tried and she tried and she tried and she tried. But nothing's clear in a bar full of lies. So she takes and she takes. She takes and she takes. She understands when she gives it away. She says, man, I gotta get out of this town. Man, I gotta get out of this pain. Man, I gotta get out of this town. Out of this town. Out of the way. laughed and she laughed, 'cause she knew she was never coming back. She said, man, I'm gonna get out of this town. Man, I'm gonna get out of this pain. Man, I'm gonna get out of this town. Out of this town. Out of LA.
So it's quite a range, both in style of music, but in her vocal style. Like, she changes completely for the two different styles. It's really amazing the control that she's got to be able to do that. That raspy type blues sound, and then this kind of more pop kind of sound is very interesting.
Very versatile.
Yeah. And that came out in 1999. So her first album came out, she was 44, right? No, sorry. What year was she born? 74? Come on, list.
Which album are you looking at? Some Screaming for My
Her
Sunshine?
first one, 96. So that was, she was 24.
Yeah, she's 24.
24. My brain remembered 52 and added 52. That's why I came up with a stupid number.
I'm trying to find out, when did the musical...
The Janis Joplin one or the other one?
Well, she did Love Janis.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
What was her other one?
I thought you said that there was another one that she did.
No. It was just Love Janis.
Okay. Do I have it in
And
here?
which apparently the book is written by Janis Joplin's sister. And then
Gotcha.
they put it together, but it doesn't show.
When was episode 17 of Beverly Hills 90210?
That's a good question too.
Because it says that she was singing lead at the same time that episode came out.
Okay, so it's probably like mid-90s.
IMDb, Beverly Hills.
So no, I'm just curious because she was in her 20s when she played Janis Joplin on stage, essentially.
That sounds right. Yep.
Right. So, but I can't find a recording of the musical. Now I'm going to go searching for this. I'm a big fan of Janis Joplin, as you know. So, I believe, and I truly, like you said, when she does use her voice for the song she's doing, like the last one that you played, I Am the One. She has,
2015.
What
is when she was doing the Janis Joplin.
Really?
Yep.
Why does that feel? How long has it been on Off-Broadway? That's a good question. Well, anyway, just the fact that like she's has her voice, like she should play her in a movie.
Yeah. Yep, for sure. Sorry, I'm looking for one more thing. Okay. Let's get back to some music here. The next album is called Leave the Light On. I forget what year that came out, and I'm on the wrong page on the other computer, so I'll tell you what year it came out in a second. Leave the Light On.
I seen myself with a dirty face. I cut my luck with a dirty ace. I leave the light on. I leave the light on. I went from 0 to -10. I drank your wine, then I stole your man. I leave the light on. I leave that light on.
So still kind of in that more poppy type,
Right.
but still, I mean, just really well written, really interesting. I mean, I find it more interesting than the typical pop stuff that's out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, a few other things I wanted to mention. American pop singer Miley Cyrus lists Hart among her favorite singers of all time. And she said she's got one of the best voices I feel like of all time. And then some guy named Joe Bonamassa said, I was totally knocked out by Beth. Here's this lady who's acting like I'm the cool one. And meanwhile, I'm thinking, man, she's got it all. She's the new Janis Joplin, Tina Turner, the real deal.
Yeah.
High praise
Yeah.
from someone like Joe. So,
But it's so true, and it's just amazing how it's weird because you're talking about monthly listeners and she's got over 500,000 listeners.
mm-hmm.
And how did we find her?
Through Joe.
For Joe. Like, we didn't find her because she's not on the radio.
Right.
Maybe the song back in the 90s from Beverly Hills was just because of what it was at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But you found her through listening to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Like, these artists should be more forefront than some.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not putting everyone aside. I'm just
Mhm.
saying these artists that we're finding should be more in the forefront of some of the artists that are actually out there.
That's why we're doing what we're doing,
Right.
is because we're trying to spread the news of these people.
Right.
I wish they were out there more.
Agreed.
I mean, I'm not going to do another Get Off My Lawn, but I mean, that's one of my frustrations recently is just there's just so much garbage out there. Not just music, but like there's just so much going on that like needs to change. And all right, get off my lawn. But does that count as two? I didn't
Did you
really
just tell yourself? Did you just tell yourself to get off the lawn?
Yes, I did. But does that count as two?
I'm gonna give that as one.
All right, cool, sweet. All right.
Because you're talking about change, and insurance companies just need to change their policies.
Yeah. Okay.
She's gonna be at Hershey Theater in Hershey Park.
Yeah, I was looking into that. Yeah. The unfortunate thing is like no one's coming around, in the near future to me.
Yeah.
Like Corey Wong's coming to Columbus in Tennessee. I don't feel like going to either of those places. So, Victor's not close. So
she's not near me. The closest would be me driving to Hershey, which not going to happen around that time.
Okay. So that was 2003. 2005, this is Live at the Paradiso, a cover of a Led Zeppelin song. She did later come out with a Led Zeppelin tribute album, but this was 20 years before it. This is Whole Lot of Love. It's just amazing, the song before that, and then that voice is the same person. I'm amazed every time I hear it. Are you there?
Do you not hear me?
Oh, I don't know if you cut out or
No.
but,
I said I was agreeing with you.
I
don't
heard
really-
something. I just didn't know what it was.
I'm just I realized that I did listen to her once before and just didn't connect it was her.
Oh, really?
I think I came across a YouTube video
Okay.
and I forget when it was, but I didn't connect the fact that it was the same person.
Gotcha.
Now I feel silly.
It happens.
My old age.
Yep. All right, 3 years after that, she came out with an album called 37 Days. This is a cover of a Warren Haynes song called Soulshine. I need to turn the volume up. Here we go again. All right, let's try that again. Soulshine.
When you can't find the light that got you through a cloudy day, when the stars ain't shining bright, you feel like you lost your way. When the candlelight of home burns so very far away, where you gotta let your soul shine, just like my mama used to say. She used to say, "Soul shine, it's better than sunshine, it's better than moonshine, damn sure better than a rain. And if the people don't mind, we all feel this way sometimes. You gotta let your soul shine, shine through the break of day." Growing up, I thought I had it made. I could make it on my own. But life can take the strongest man, make him feel so all alone. Now sometimes I feel the cold wind blowing through my aching bones. I think back on what my daddy said. He's saying, "Girl, it's the darkest before the dawn. Let your soul shine."
I love that song. I love the way Warren wrote it. And I love the way Warren sings it. And I think her voice is in a way similar to Warren Haynes' voice. It's kind of that gritty kind of,
Yeah.
kind of, I don't know, smoky kind of sound. It's
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you.
her vibrato is very interesting too.
But it's only when she does blues stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
The pop stuff she didn't.
Yeah,
She doesn't. You don't have that. So she has control over it.
she does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's almost, doing a lot of like church work. You hear that in a lot of older singers. As they get old, they lose control of their vocal cords, and they're used to sing with the amount of air that they used to sing is so low. That's what causes vibrato. Is you're actually starving your vocal cords of air, and as you get older, your vocal cords need more air to vibrate, and they get more
Lose control. Yeah.
wobbly, and you get that almost over vibrato sound. She's not that over vibrato, but it's similar as a similar sound. So,
But it's definitely controlled though,
yeah, it sure is.
because
Yeah,
because she
absolutely.
wouldn't be able to do what she's doing if she
Yeah.
didn't have control over it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, next we got My California. This is the title track off the album from 2010.
Calling California, is there anybody home? Hello, California, won't you please pick up the phone? I wanna say I love you, but I'm thinking of you. I miss you and LA. For you alone, I lay my monsters down. We'll watch the sun come up over California. For you alone, I find my way back home. I'll love you like the sun loves California, my California.
And now we kind of get back into the more pop sound. You know, there's really, I mean, her stuff kind of goes back and forth. There's really no like arc, you know, like we've been seeing in some of our artists. There's kind of like that arc that goes as they progress through their career. This is really kind of back and forth. It goes, you know, similar to Eric Gale's, where it's just kind of exploring different stuff and seeing how wide he can make his, you know, his musicality.
But there's still, it's the same thing like with Eric Hart, where like he still has his roots in blues.
Yes, absolutely.
And even in the stuff that he's doing that's rock, it's still rooted in blues. And the same thing with her.
Mhm.
Like her popish stuff, the best way to describe it, is still rooted in the blues that she does.
Absolutely.
She is a blues artist.
Yep.
Yeah.
The 2013, I think this is the first album that she did with Joe Bonamassa, called Seesaw. And this is called Close to My Fire. Close to my fire. Baby, it's cold when you're gone. Don't make me wait too long. Whenever you're near, I had all this feeling. You're melting me down. Oh, I'm a believer. Strike a match and set me on fire. Watch it burn and flames getting higher. You light me up, sweet old desire. I love the two of them together. They're just they really mesh very, very well together.
They do.
And Eric Gale's with her is very interesting too. Probably should have seen if I could grab that one video with the two of them together. I'll see if I can find it while we're playing the next tune. So the next song is a song that we heard earlier, but this is a live acoustic version. So this is the LA song. This is her the song that was in Beverly Hills 90210. I just thought it was an interesting contrast to the actual studio version, so I thought we'd play it. So this is LA song.
She hangs around the boulevard. She's a local girl with local scars. She got home late, she got home late. She drank so hard the bottle ached. And she tried and she tried and she tried and she tried. But nothing's clear in a bar full of flies. So she takes and she takes and she takes. She understands when she gives it away. She said, man, I gotta get out of this town. Man, I gotta get out of this pain. Man, I gotta get out of this town. Out of this town and out of LA. got a gun, she's got a gun, she got a gun, she called the lucky one. She left a note right by the phone. Don't leave a message, cause this ain't no home. And she cried.
I love, when artists, Sarah Bareilles did this, that one album. Elton John has done it, where they have like their band and they just kind of do a solo thing and just, it's just them and the instrument. We talked about it with, who was it recently where they, was it the Joe Bonamassa episode where we talked about him singing without a microphone at one point, and I brought up the rockapella thing, just kind of that, very simple, no nonsense kind of stuff.
And it's funny because we were talking about them performing. So as I mentioned, they do the Great South Bay Music Festival on Long Island. It's in Patchogue, New York, and the first night is the 18th, Thursday 18th of July, and Joe Bonamassa is the headliner. Right, so I was just curious to see if anybody's coming with him, but it's not. But they have like Saturday night, they have Dark Star Orchestra.
Interesting.
Right, and then Sunday they have Yes.
Ooh.
With the voice of Moody Blues, Justin Hayward. Okay. And then they have Jethro Tull's Martin Barr.
Okay.
So it's a pretty decent group even on that Sunday. And then
Martin
it's like
Barr's got some good solo stuff too. I remember his stuff. Martin Barr's got some good solo stuff.
Right. So it's just I'm sure I think he's soloing, like that's him by himself. But and like I was just saying, my brother's band is on Friday night with all like the reggae and all that stuff like that. Mm-hmm. It's like the night of reggae. But it's just I'm looking at this. I'm like, how do they get Joe Bonamassa?
Oh, that's a good question, because remember he doesn't have a booking agent anymore, and he rents out spaces, and
so someone either knows him, or like, because I was looking at his tour list, because that's kind of what I was curious about. He's the 18th, he's in Patchogue, and then the 23rd of August, he's at the Capitol Theater for the 23rd and the 24th. Mm-hmm. But he's with Jade McRae.
Okay. Well, you gotta remember he's from New York.
True.
So he probably does have connections. And the first time I saw him was at Riverhead Blues Festival. Right. So. And
it's funny because he does the 7th. Where's the Capitol Theater? It says it's near Patchogue, or it's Port Chester. He's in Port Chester, New York. Isn't that where he's from?
I don't know. He always says Utica. I don't know where Utica is compared to Port Chester. So
the 17th he's in Delaware, the 18th he's in Patchogue, then the 19th he's in Bangor, Maine. She's going up, and then he's just all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Like in those 3 days.
Yeah.
So my thing is, like you said, he doesn't have an agent. Maybe it was one of those things where, I don't have to set up anything. I'll just go and play and leave. Like that type of thing.
Yeah, who knows?
So I'm really tempted to buy tickets, but I may get yelled at by my brother for not going to see his band.
Yep. So I found a quick little thing. I'll put the link to this in the show notes, but for those of you on YouTube watching us there, oh no, it's not going to work. No, it won't work. I forgot what computer I'm on. So I'll put the link to this. I was going to try and show it like we do on our live show, but I'm playing it from a different thing. So sorry about that.
That just means that after this episode, you need to join us on the live version, which is Sunday, so you can see it when we play live and have the same technical difficulties.
Yeah.
You can
so
see
this is Eric Gales and Beth Hart playing a tune called "I'd Rather Go Blind."
Something told me it was over, baby, yeah. I saw you, when I saw you, nigga, you were talking. Come on now. Some deep down in my soul said, go on and cry, girl. When I saw you, that same person of yours was walking by. And I'd rather be blind, girl, baby, than to see you walk away from me, baby, don't leave. I don't wanna see you go. 'Cause you see, I love you so.
Song picks up quite a bit. Beth ends up singing from the ground and crying at one point. It's really a great recording. It's 13 minutes long, so check it out. It'll be in the show notes and the description below, so make sure you check that out.
It's funny. You mentioned something in it was a season 1 episode where we talked about the artists and touring and stuff like that, and you mentioned how Europe likes the guitar.
Mm-hmm. When we talk about Hannah
Especially,
Wickland.
I'm sorry?
When we talk about Hannah Wickland.
Right, when we talk about Hannah Wickland, like, and especially rock or classic rock or blues and all that stuff. And I was looking at our tour list out of just curiosity as we were listening. And once she's done in like, and it said Medford, I'm like, yes, she's gonna be alone. It's Massachusetts. But once she's done with that, she's in Europe,
Mm-hmm.
and she is busy in Europe. Like it's she's constantly playing, whereas like here she's hopping around.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not like she's not really touring the coast, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it goes back to what you're saying. It's that whole concept of there's people that appreciate this music,
Mm-hmm.
but it's so much more appreciated overseas.
Yep.
That the fact that these artists like can tour like crazy over there and be very successful over there. I mean, Corey Wan too. He's
doing a huge tour.
You know,
coming up
and
in Europe soon.
we need to get them to do more here in the States.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, that's my rant.
I wonder how much of her plays in Spotify are from Europe.
Well, let's see. I think you can bring that up.
Can you?
I think if you click on them, it gives you kind of a breakdown of who's
interesting. I
playing
didn't know
what.
that.
So, Amsterdam,
Okay.
18,000. Rotterdam, which is in same like in that same country,
Mm-hmm.
Area, I should say, is
Near
13,000.
the Beavers.
Near the Beavers.
Because of all the dams.
Istanbul.
Come on. That was a
I
good
got
joke.
Just let it go. Istanbul, 10,000 listeners.
Okay.
Oslo, 9,000. Stockholm, 7,000.
Okay.
There's no one in the States.
That can't be.
There's no. I'm not saying there's no listeners in the States, but I'm just saying the most listeners.
Okay.
At the lowest of 6,000 is Stockholm, all the way to Amsterdam of 19,000.
Yeah.
So we as U.S. listeners have not gotten to her up to 6,000 listeners.
Maybe
So,
Beverly Hills 90210 is really popular in Rotterdam.
Well, they said she shot to stardom, or the name has become more popular
Mm-hmm.
because of Beverly Hills 90210.
Yeah.
So.
All right, 2015, Better Than Home. This song is called Tell Her You Belong to Me. Oh, I did it again.
Well done.
Thanks. So bad at this.
You're mine. You have been blind. Tell her it's over. You belong to me. Tell me to come. And like hell, I will run back into your arms, 'cause you belong to me. There's a river on my skin. There's a dragon in the dark. Nothing scares me more than the silence of your heart. If you wanna hold me, if you wanna know me again, if you wanna love me, then take me home. I've been at the bottom, the deep end of the ocean, barely surviving by the dark side of the street. Tell her you belong to me.
So I think one of the biggest differences between her and Joe and Eric is she is more lyric based than Eric and Joe. They're more guitar based, obviously. I mean, they're known for their guitar playing, and it's not that she's not a good, instrumentalist, because she is, but the focus is more on the stories behind the music, I think. Because she's had such a rough life, she fits into that, and that's where the interest is. It's not in the flashy guitar playing of Joe and Eric.
Right.
It's the quality of the songwriting, which I think is just as important. if
Right,
not
which is
more
probably
important.
why she has more followers and more listeners, is because she's probably more lyric based,
Mhm.
you know, um, which makes sense.
Yep.
Which makes me wonder what she does while she's in Europe. Like, does she have? How did that like, I know it works if you do a thumbs up and you hold it,
Yeah,
but
but you didn't do that.
I didn't do a thumbs up. Anyway, so,
Maybe it's because your head looks like a giant thumb. I don't know.
oh, wow. So if I gotta sit up,
Yeah, maybe.
I'm cut off. That's too funny. I want, my curiosity is in Europe, being that guitar and instrumental is very big. Does she have it, like, in her shows? Does she jam, like free jam? Like, does she play longer? Does she do, like, she play with the, you know what I'm saying? I'm
The
curious.
the videos I've seen of her live is mostly her singing. Like, she
Oh, okay.
doesn't play very much.
Okay.
And her band kind of carries the instrumental stuff.
I mean, she's what? She plays guitar,
Piano,
she plays
cello, and
piano.
guitar, and bass, and
She's pretty
percussion.
versatile.
Yeah. 2017, Fire on the Floor. This is the title track to that album.
Love is a fever and is burning me alive. It can't be tamed or satisfied. There is no mercy for the fallen or for the weak. Love is a nasty word to speak. I don't wanna love him anymore. There's nothing like the man I loved before. But the pain gets real comfortable when it's all you got. Ashes and smoke, they can't compete. Not even hell can take the heat. I'll be sliding off of my seat for this flame. 'Cause love is like fire on the floor. It's got me running for the door, but I'll be crawling back for more of his fire on the floor. It don't matter what you say.
I've noticed this while listening to Alert today with my big speakers, but something that you don't hear a lot of, from albums that come out in 2017, like this one. The panning of the guitars is different. You can hear guitars in different areas, kind of back to when the recording and the engineering was an art form. So even that is a detail that she pays attention to, which I think is really great.
I think you get that out of Joe Bonamassa and Eric Gales too.
Yep, you do. Absolutely. But the more, like even like our pop stuff is that way too, where you can hear stuff panned in different ways, which
It's like you said, it's an art form, and
a dying art
they-
form.
I'm sorry?
A dying art form, unfortunately.
Right. Well, because everything's digital and it's easy to just kind of do whatever, but
It's easier to pan it.
no. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's easier to do what can be done to make it artistic, but it's also easier to just kind of go click, 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 I'm done.
Yeah.
So it's like it works both ways. And because she's an artist and they are doing the artistry here, like it's more to it than just recording themselves.
Yeah. All right, Front and Center live from New York. This is 2018. This is called Baddest Blues.
My love has come along. My dreams become a song. My days are bright and sunny. Funny why I'm so blue. The man is like a drug, humiliating, and I can't get enough. Love and all its splendor, a surrender, it's every blow.
You really kind of picture that one in a really smoky blues club,
Definitely.
just kind of puts you in that setting. All right, another live album came out in the same year, 2018. This is live at Royal Albert Hall. Of course, Joe played there. Lots of people played there, but again, it's Europe. They appreciate this stuff more than a lot of us do out here. So, Caught Out in the Rain.
And when your spell ain't nobody's business. I'm already there, child. And it ain't nobody's business. Shame. Every time he walks out the door, I wonder, is he ever coming back? I can't help but love the taste of danger, babe, and the howl and the wind and the rough of the sand. I got caught out in the rain. If I die, I don't care. I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm in love with this man. I got caught out in the rain.
That's a really good album. It's one definitely to check out live at Royal Albert Hall. And then we're going to move on. We got two more albums to get through. We got Bad Woman Blues off of the album called War in My Mind.
Got the lips, got the legs. I was born to drive a man insane. I don't worry, I don't shame. Put it on me, I'm the queen of pain. I've been bad, I've been cruel. I'm not sorry, baby, sorry for you. Here's my party, I don't dance. Just want your liquor and your shit romance. I'm not your mama, I'm not your wife. I'm not the one who'll make it right. The good girls always lose. I got the bad woman blues. I got the bad woman, bad woman, bad woman blues. I got the bad woman blues. I got the bad woman, bad woman blues.
That's a good album too. Those are probably my two favorite albums by her.
Nice.
That and the first one, Immortal, is really, really good.
So
too.
basically all of them.
Yeah, basically all of them. Just
That's
listen to everything she's ever done. All right. Last album. This is the tribute to Led Zeppelin. Guitar Stores Beware, because we're playing the riff.
There's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. When she gets there, she knows if the stores are all closed. With a word, she can get what she came for. And she's buying the stairway to heaven. There's a sign on the wall, but she wants to be sure. 'Cause you know sometimes words have two meanings. In a tree by the brook, there's a songbird.
And that is Catalog of Beth Hart.
I hope it doesn't stop there.
I hope so too. I would love to hear a lot more from her.
I mean, she did have a single come out recently.
She did. Yep.
But-
I listened to that today actually, because I had not listened to it yet.
It's explicit.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I wanted to bring up is there's a lot of stuff that she does that is explicit that is not labeled in Spotify. So if you are listening to this at work, just know she drops lots of F-bombs and just be careful. So
Right.
Found that out the hard way.
Just listen to it when you take care of the pre-K students.
Yes.
Don't listen to
Yeah,
this.
no, yes.
Oh, sorry. So she's phenomenal.
Yeah, she is.
I think I'm gonna put her up there with like David Cassidy, Sarah Watkins, Beth Hart.
Me too.
I think she's up there easily. I put Hannah Wicklund up there too because she's where Hannah Wicklund is now,
Mm-hmm.
which blows my mind because Hannah Wicklund's only like 24, 25 years old.
Yeah.
But where Hannah Wicklund is now, she's where Beth Hart is. So she's just gonna keep getting better, Hannah Wicklund.
Yep.
Yeah. So
that's it for this episode. Thank you for tuning in. Remember that we do live streams on Fridays and Sundays. Follow us on the social media stuff. What is it? And Instagram, X, Blue Sky. Blue Sky.
go on the link tree. Just
Mastodon.
click the link tree. Get us.
Yeah.
Big ones are here. Not or the podcast is our Twitch, Instagram, X, and Discord because we can discuss things on Discord as well.
Yep. We'll see you next week. Not sure who's coming up next week yet, but there'll be someone.
Be a nice surprise.
Have a good one, everyone.